Awesome. Well, welcome everybody again. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys jumping on, and we're super excited this evening. Okay, 8:30. This is like our 7th webinar, I think. I don't know what
we've done. A ton of webinars last 2 days.
Right, we haven't been counting, but this is the time where you're going to go ahead and take out your notes. Keep an open mind, keep your ears open, keep your heart open, because someone that we're going to bring up has been very near and dear to us, you know. And before we get into that, we're going to play some videos for those that weren't on the webinar before this, that maybe we're driving in traffic or coming off of work. We're going to go ahead and play these videos for you guys so we can let you all know what it is that we are so excited about. Okay, type in the chat box me if you're excited and want to know what this is all about, right? You might have been invited by somebody that just sounded super excited and said, hey, you got to jump on this because it is something that is huge about to happen and you don't want to miss the boat. Awesome. Me all over. Okay, so we're going to get started here. I'm going to play 3 videos.
Very short videos.
Okay, very short videos, and then we're going to roll. All right.
You're so excited you didn't even say your name.
I didn't. My name is Derrick Velasquez.
And I'm Ayla Camille. And there's a lot of people who are excited in the chat box, and you don't even know why you're excited, but we're going to show you why you should be excited right now.
Absolutely. Here we go, family.
Foreign exchange, or Forex for short, is the place where currencies are traded. Currency trading is the exchange of one type of currency for another. In the Forex market, currencies are traded in pairs. When a trader buys a currency, he or she is selling another currency at the same time. Currency values fluctuate based on various economic, political, and environmental factors. Forex traders sell and buy currencies in an effort to take advantage of these changes in value. The Forex market has no physical location or central exchange, as it is a global decentralized market and trades 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. No other market in the world trades more than Forex, which is why there are many opportunities for traders. That's Forex in a nutshell.
Awesome. So I know you can get excited about that. Now, let me go ahead and see in the chat box real quick while we pull up these other 2 videos. Who is already familiar with the Forex market? Type me, or you can also type not me if this is completely foreign to you. And there is no right or wrong answer. We just definitely want to check the temperature, because we know that there's a lot of people that are already doing this in the market. Not me, not me. Not me, but my son is. Okay, awesome. Not me, can't wait to learn. Not me, not me. Okay, awesome. I've heard about it, but don't know much. Awesome, no worries. So we are excited that some are, okay, a lot of not me. So that's even more exciting, right? So we're gonna jump into the next 2 videos. Okay, here we go. Hold on, I see that it's not playing real quick, or someone just texted me. Sorry, family. Hold on 1 second. Who can I see? There is TQ. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen, bro? Or Blanche, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
While we live in uncertain times, one thing has never been more clear: the need to be financially independent. If you want more out of life, let us show you how to get it. People of all ages are now learning what the banks and other institutions have known for years: how to make money trading in the financial markets. There's over $6 trillion traded each day. Let us show you how to get your piece of that. Epic ushers in a new era of financial education, combined with an unprecedented compensation plan to help you and your family live the life you've always dreamed of. It's time to take your seat at the table. You and your family deserve it. Don't be average. Be epic.
I love it. I love it.
I love you.
All right, we have one more video to play for you, family. So we're going to bring that up right here. And then you have an amazing treat in store for you. A very, very special guest that I'm super excited to bring on. So we're going to just play this one last video. And we'll bring them on.
3, 2. Is it hot in here or just me? All right, now here we go. All right. Awesome.
All right, family. So we have an amazing special guest speaker that I am so excited to bring on. We have followed this gentleman for over 5 years. Can you believe it?
Over 5 years.
Time really does fly by. It's been over 5 years, and it's been an amazing journey. Because of his leadership, we've been able to earn over $250,000 residually.
Yeah, about 275 just to be around that closer ballpark.
Yes, and because of his leadership, we've been able to hit the top positions within our company and maintain the number three top income earners. But most importantly, he has created an opportunity for us and so many people around the world, thousands of people around the world, where two individuals like myself and Derrick can truly make life-changing income that, you know, you build part-time, but it's a full-time income, and truly getting our time back. And why is that so important? Why has that been so important for us? Well, I have a little picture here to show you why. Because of this little girl right here. And that's what he has provided for us. That's what his vision has given us. He has given us an opportunity. He really created something for people like us to really win as a home-based business owner. And I'm just so thankful that we get to call him our brother. He is our mentor. We can call him day or night for anything. We love him so much that Derrick booked a ticket to Las Vegas. He's leaving early to the first flight out tomorrow morning.
No, you kicked me out and you said you got to go over there to Las Vegas and make it happen and not come back until you are what? We'll leave that part out. But, you know, this gentleman has really been there for not just only us, but a lot of our team and, you know, just a lot of the people that you guys may already know, right? Thousands of people are really taking advantage of the platform that he's putting in place for a lot of families out there to earn extra income from home. You know, despite of everything what's going on right now, you know, you have traditional businesses that are closing down, but the online business is thriving, right? Why is that? And why do we know that this gentleman that we're about to bring on has such an entrepreneurial spirit, but we call him the mini Einstein, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He is always on time. He knows
ahead of time.
He's always on time and ahead of time, but he knows that when things are about to burst open, right?
Yes.
And he's always in the forefront. And not only that,
yes,
he brings a lot of people with him. So, you know, not only is he making a ton of money, has a wealth of knowledge in a lot of different platforms, right? And it always amazes us because, you know, we just like, wow, you know, there's always another level, right? He's been able to, you know, be around a lot of successful people you see on TV, like Mark Cuban, you know, a lot of different people of him, you know, hanging out with a lot of million and billion dollar earners. So, you know, they have a saying, right? You want to make sure you are hanging around 6 millionaires or 6 positive people or 6 rich people. So then who's going to be the 7th one? You, right? Lucky number 7. That's going to be you. So family, I don't know how much more we could talk this gentleman up. Again, we have so much fun with him. And he just is here to really share with you his vision of what he's able to put together.
Yes.
And he's going to give a quick background story of actually how it actually got put together and just the star-studded lineup that we have, and a lot of you don't even know yet. So without further delay,
let's get out the way already.
We definitely want to bring up this gentleman, Mr. David McCovey. Are you there, brother?
Absolutely, brother. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Let me pin your video real quick because all you see is my ugly mug. There you go, sir. Yes, absolutely.
When you pin me, don't pinch me, brother. I get sensitive. Don't pin me.
You're wearing green, man. We want some good luck, too.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you. And Queen, man, you know I love you guys to the moon and back, bro. So it's a pleasure to get on here and rock out and, share some information with the family. Special shout out to my guy, CTQ up in the billboards. Salute to TQ. Wishing you nothing but love and peace, brother. Guys, I am excited. Derrick wanted to kind of share, what is happening and how this happened. And, you guys always know, we've talked about it before, we get pitched a lot of things. Only, because of who we are in the space, what we've done, we continue to stay consistent, and we just grow and we grow. We just do our thing, mind our own business, and we keep growing. And so because of that, we're attracted to a lot of people and a lot of things that want to get involved in the space. Sometimes they try to pitch us products. They know we have an amazing following and people that love us and will rock with us to the end. And so they want to put us in certain positions to push their product. So I get that, right? It's just business. So when this opportunity came to me, and you guys would be amazed, and I guess maybe you wouldn't because you know how quickly we put together Evolution. This has only been a few weeks in the making, and we totally have a new company. I mean, back office ready and everything, right? So again, I move fast, I walk fast, I talk fast. So when this happened, I had been approached 3 separate times by 3 different groups that were in what I'll call them the neighbor now, the neighbor company. There were a lot of agents and new family members coming over from the neighbor company. It was a company that was already in the Forex educational space. And so it came and said, man, listen, I'm in this company. They have a lot of deficiencies. Some things are, of course, they do some things right. They've got a lot of things going on wrong. You should start a company in this space, or at least put this into your Evolution platform. I said, I don't know. I didn't know much about Forex. Wasn't really interested. It's crazy that, we always say be open-minded, but sometimes we're closed-minded, right? So I didn't have a lot of interest. I said, but you know what? What I'll do, I'll give you a shot. If you can make some money trading my own money, I have to be the guinea pig for my family. I can't get them involved in something that I'm not doing. So, let me get you something and start trading, right? So he said, okay, well, we'll start small. So I sent him $3,600. Actually, it was my first time purchasing Bitcoin, guys. I purchased Bitcoin out of Cash App, sent it to him. He loaded the account up, walked us through how to set it up, and he did everything, right? Again, I honestly, right now, I still don't know how to trade. I have some master traders in that other room, but me, not so much. So he started to win, and I was sharing this with the Founders Council. I mean, he turned like 3,000 to like 14,000 relatively quickly. It's okay, slightly impressed, right? Still not ready to start a platform because of it. Then, a little time goes by, I get piqued again by another group from the same particular company. Same thing, right? They've got a lot of pains. Listen, we need to do this. We're not getting paid on time. Our merchant accounts are bad. Every time we go into our back office, we're not guaranteed to get in. So again, I'm listening. Still not ready to make a move. The last time it came to my attention was from a gentleman that I had been in partnership with in a prior company. You guys that was with us in Vacation. You may know Mr. Jonathan Green. He was part of the Avengers organization, which is where we kind of fell into their group, right? And so he was in Vegas. We met, we talked, had the conversation. And when he left, he was like, calls me Doc. He's like, Doc, I really want you to look at this. Like, we need you to look at it. I look at it. Immediately, I can't sleep. I'm up for 3 days. I text him, he's East Coast time. He's in Georgia. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing research. I text him. I said, bro, this is crazy. He's like, I told you. I started looking at the compensation plan for that particular company. It was the only compensation plan that I have ever seen since I sit on the ownership side of the desk now that I said I could get in that, like right now. It was that aggressive. And so immediately once I saw that I liked the compensation plan, I had to stress test it, right? And TQ can appreciate this because, he's intellectual. So I had to make sure that it was sustainable, right? So I had to run numbers on to make sure that they could actually pay this time over time, over time, over time. So I took the highest rank that they had at that particular time, 5,000 partners in your organization, creates $100,000 in monthly income. So I take that position and I factor in how many other of the smaller positions could fit into that position, right? So if you got 5,000, how many other smaller positions would you pay en route to paying the position at the 5,000? The math came back good. It came back to just under $250,000 per month that you would pay out in that situation, but it was still a margin of over 40%. If you have ever had your own business and you can make 40% margin on a digital product, something that you do not have to make, you do not have to ship, you do not have to purchase from anyone else, no third party, anything, I was blown away. Now you have my full attention. So what I did is I said, okay, well, this is a mousetrap. How can we make this mousetrap better? What do we do in evolution? We left something that we felt was broken, right? And we developed a better mousetrap. So I went to work on figuring that out. So when we got to the point where the numbers started to make sense, and then we started having conversations, serious conversations with other leaders with 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 active downline in this same space already, right? So now we're not going from, selling postcards to training on Forex. We're staying in the same lane. And so then the magic started to happen. It made all the sense in the world. And so me as a businessman, I would get the absolute big dummy award if I turn this down once I see what the numbers are. And so then I get exposed to that there's children, like not teenagers, children, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old that are actually making money trading Forex. Now I'm all in, right? Because you guys understand, it's always about the kids from it's the next generation. What type of exposure can you give the next generation so they can compete at the highest level possible? So I started to get those stories all in. So at that point, we knew we needed to do some things. We needed to go and find some leaders who were already familiar with the space. We needed to go and find some traders, some master traders and trainers, so that we would have a legitimate product to place on their back. Same thing in the travel side, right? Once you have a blueprint to something, family, once you know what to do, the people that you do it with become easy because you have your own formula. It was the very same thing that we did with Ron Archer. What do we want? We wanted somebody that we could partner with in the travel space who really understood travel, and that we would not just be a recruiting deal and say, oh, by the way, we have travel too. We wanted to put that in the forefront of the deal. So what did I need to do? I need to lock in some traders, 7 figures, 8 figures, verified, documented people that can hold their own and can teach us and coach us up in this space. We've done that. We've had those contracts in place. They've been signed by legal. Done. All that part's easy, right? So now again, we go to building leaders. We lock in leaders from the other company, lock in leaders from other companies, and we already know what the Evolution family is going to do. So that was a no-brainer. So again, this is how these pieces were put together, family. They were put together in a very short amount of time. When I like something, there's no sense in waiting. When you know that what your decision is going to be, there's no sense in waiting. We say the same thing about business. We don't want to be in the convincing business. They didn't have to convince me once I saw what I saw. And so that's how this was formulated. So again, a lot of people reaching out. I had to figure out what was the best overall structure for us. I know there's some things I do amazingly well. I know there's some things that I lack in. So again, I wanted to surround myself with people who could mask my weaknesses. So I had interviewed several people, and we came to the decision that our president of this company was going to be Mr. Spencer Iverson. Some of you guys may know Spencer from the project that we were with before. Very, very polished. If you put him in the room with anybody, he's the most polished guy in the room. I always call him the best dressed man in network marketing. And so, he has that distinction from me. And so Spencer accepted. We kind of went back and forth on negotiations, what things have to do, what have to look like. What he had to understand was at the end of the day, guess who's boss? Not in a bad way, it's just that my people are going to be involved. I have to make sure they're taken care of. So again, we have no egos in the way. He accepted his role. We knew that we needed a vice president of sales, as every, big time company should have one. When you're going to grow and be, 100,000 plus reps, you need somebody that represents that part of the field. We came to an agreement with Mr. Mark Sterling. Again, some of you may know Mark if you were ever in vacation with us. So that's how we rounded that about. We gave Mr. Green the title of our Global Master Ambassador because he has a lot of relationships globally that he's going to put into the deal. He did today. We have 3 leaders, 7-figure earners that committed today because of the relationship with Mr. Green. So those things were rounded out really, really sharp. Our director of Forex training will be a lady named Max. We call her Coach Max. She's absolutely amazing. I wanted to definitely highlight some women in this space because they're often overshadowed. This is usually a man's game. So we wanted to let the world know that women can play at this level too, if they have the right platform and exposure. So again, we're building out a very, very robust and even field, guys. And so again, those are the things. And so I know Derrick wanted me to run through, kind of our version of our deck. And we have that. And a lot of things on this, guys, you'll look at it and be like, okay, that's supposed to be there. Why is that there? But we made this deck specifically for people that were coming from the other company, because there's things on here that are normal for us because we know how evolution rolls. That was not that way for them. And so I will, if Derrick will allow me, to take over and kind of run through some of these slides. It's not what will be our overall presentation, guys, but it gets the point across right now. And we always talk about first movers advantage, right? We all, we share the story about, what if you were in there with the Facebook meeting, the first Facebook meeting? What if you had a chance to sit down in that dusty office with Jeff Bezos before he turned what was essentially an online bookstore into a global iconic brand? We always say, shouldn't you be first at least once in your life, right? So what would happen if we had a chance to be first once? This is what happens, guys, because again, there's no one in the system. The only one that has an ID number in Epic Trading right now is me. There's not another person in the system. So if you are on this webinar, you have the potential to be first. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll through these. These are not PowerPoint slides, actually in PDF form, so bear with me. This is our logo. I thought it was absolutely amazing. We put a great plate. We love that gold and black. We have the Epic. We're sitting all over the world, guys, because we will be global from day one. For those that are familiar with trading, you can recognize these symbols underneath the word Epic as trading candles. So again, we are playing with everything in the Forex space. As you start to learn about charts, you'll notice, oh, our candles look like that, right? So this is where we get that from. And our motto or our brand is exceptional people, incredible compensation. Epic, exceptional people, incredible compensation. So I think that, you know, all of those that have been riding with us for a while in evolution, you can see the difference right out of the gate in the marketing, right? So again, it's going to be a global brand. So we wanted to jump off the page. I said, I already own a network marketing company. I don't want another one. I want to own a Fortune 500 company. So that is what we're going to make this. Again, another logo, Epic Trading International, Forex for a new generation. Again, another logo with some background, the world's ultimate trading and lifestyle community. I like this because it does just enough, right? Because, you know, if you think about it, why do people get involved in network marketing? You know, first off our mind or off our tongue, right, is always the money. And that's true for a lot of people. But most people get involved in network marketing because it gives them hope, right? It's just like when you go and get that lottery ticket. What's the funnest part about that? Figuring out what you're gonna spend the money on, right? Whether you win or not, you at least get to dream for a day or two. And that's what we're doing here, guys. That's what this industry is about. You know, but now we're not just dreaming, we're giving people a legitimate, portable skill set that they can take anywhere, right? I say it all the time. I can do it here at my desk. I can do it in Japan. I can do it in China. I can do it at the casino down the street. I can do it on the moon. You can put me anywhere. I can trade Forex, right? Because it's $6 trillion a day traded daily, every day, 6 trillion. When you go and log onto your bank account, or if it's late night, you try to get something, they say the systems are down. Guess what? The systems are not down. They're trading your money in Forex. That's exactly what they're doing, guys. They'll put it back tomorrow. Hope you don't miss it. Hope we make a bunch of it, give you some pennies on it, right? Again, that's what they do. That's called institutional trading. There's different forms of trading. Now, if Derrick and I log on and they get a trading account, they start trading right now. And that's basically over-the-counter trading. That's what every individual can do on their own. But the big boys are institutional traders. So we have people that come from that world. So some of the people that you will see that will be doing the live sessions, there'll be 3 a day. They'll be sending out signals, educating you on pips and all of that process. A lot of those, or a couple of those, will actually be individual institutional traders. Now we have all type of well-rounded people, different personalities, because we know it's like a show, right? I may watch the same show as TQ. We might not like the same character, right? I may like someone else or vibe with someone else. So we're going to give you a variety of people and personalities, but they will all be very, very effective. Okay, so here we talk about epic leadership. Again, guys, we know everything rises and falls on leadership. That's why the company that currently had a massive run in this space is starting to stutter a little bit now, because there's no real seasoned leadership over there. No disrespect to young people, but you have 2 very young guys that launched this company and just really weren't ready for what it could possibly do. So nothing wrong with that. And so this is our epic organizational chart, guys. So again, you see me, top of the deal, founder, evolution. Nothing has changed there. I'm just the founder of Epic now. As I mentioned, Mr. Spencer Iverson will act as our president. Mr. Mark Sterling will be our VP of sales. Jonathan Green, again, our global master ambassador. And over to the right, we have David Lisiaga, who will act as our VP of business development. And we have the young lady that I just spoke to you about, Coach Max. She's the director of Forex training, 28 years old and an absolute rock star. So this is what your executive team looks like, guys. Again, now here, for us, we'll look at these things as, oh, okay, no big deal, it's what we've always had. But a lot of companies, guys, it's one of those things that you don't really know what other people have because you think that they have it. And, it's not always the case. We have these things because this is the brand that we do. This is how we treat each other. And this is what we expect. But not everyone has this. So the epic advantage will be simple. Data security. This previous company, or the neighbor company, I call it, where we're getting a lot of leaders that came over from, they had 3 security breaches in less than 60 days. People's cards were extremely compromised, some $6,000, some $7,000 missing from their cards. And again, they just didn't shore up what they should shore up. You have to take care of your people. comprehensive fun and professional Forex training. Comprehensive, a big word, fun, a big word, but also professional, a big word. So again, it will be lighthearted. We don't want people at London session, which is 2 hours earlier than Eastern Standard Time, up, listen to a robot talk. So it'll be fun. It'll be what they call it, edutainment, right? So that's what we're going to try to get across, because we're going to be very effective, but we want people to actually learn and understand. And we've learned that oftentimes people learn through entertainment. Pay on time, right? We do that in Evolution, so it's not to be expected that we'll do anything different in Epic, but we found that all companies in this space are not doing that. Again, accurate back office tracking and reporting. If you have 20 agents today and you wake up tomorrow and you have 0 and no one's canceled, that's a problem. So we need to be able to accurately track and locate those people. Again, that company did not have that. So again, things that you guys are used to that we think are normal in the status quo, they're not available everywhere else. Strong culture and frequent communications, taking care of our leaders. We already do that. We know our motto, celebrate it, not just tolerate it. Product available in multiple languages within 60 days. That is correct. Effective compliance. That is correct. Madison Avenue quality branding, marketing campaign. Again, you guys can see the difference already in our marketing, on this level as opposed to what we had in Evolution, right? We grow and we learn. Again, I have a network marketing company. Now I want a Fortune 500 company. That's what we're going to build this to be. Epic training. So guys, when you get involved and you are going through your curriculum and you say, hey, well, what's our product? What do we actually get for being in this company? These are some of the components that will come. Live sessions, daily signals, Epic University, interactive trading community. Again, guys, so this is what we're going to have to offer amongst other things, but these are, 4 of our key components. Epic lifestyle. Again, something happened in network marketing where people no longer talk about lifestyle. It's not about being flashy and doing all that, but it's about, having rewards from your hard work. Now, no, we're not going to overdo it and, be, like the, what's those card people, the MCA or whatever, where they just throwing money all over the place. We're going to make it rain with apps of applications of people joining this deal. Like, so it won't be one of those flash and dash type of things. But again, there's nothing wrong with having a certain type of lifestyle if you've earned that. Derrick and Ayla should not be ashamed if they drive a Lexus. If TQ goes out and buys a Hummer tomorrow, it doesn't matter if that's what, he should not be ashamed of it. If you guys are earning it, we want to allow people to see, hey, listen, we're having success over here. There's nothing wrong with that. Epic rewards, you guys know, I've never been the person that does not take care of his leaders. So we'll have, some of the same things that we have right now. We'll have rings and things. We'll have vacations. We'll have Rolex watches in this deal as opposed to the Breitling watches in the other deal. Taking care of the leaders is always at the top of my list. Now, Epic Charity. For those that you have been rocking with us in Evolution, you know that I have a charity that's near and dear to my heart. We will expand that with Epic, but you guys know because my dad and my little sister were killed by a drunk driver, MAD is always something that's near and dear to me. So that's why we guarantee that we give a portion of our proceeds from our CBD sales to MAD. If any of you guys were here for the retreat, the Winners Retreat just last month, you had a chance to see us give away, a large check to MAD, and they came and accepted. We had our mask on and we social distance, but again, we, rewarded them for what they're doing. That's something that's near and dear to me, and I always give to that. So, Epic Charity, that's what we'll have that. Epic Style, we'll have that too. We will do more branding with this than we do currently with Evo. We've done some things with Evo, but Epic Trading is just, no disrespect to what we have because that's our tried and true, but trading is just a different sexiness right now in the world. People want to have that portable skill set that they can say, hey, listen, you know what, we're in an absolute pandemic, but I'm still being able to take care of myself. They want to be independent from the matrix. And so again, we're going to give them the ability to do that, and we're going to style that. Epic Kids, you guys know we already have Evo Kids, but I cannot wait to get our 7- and 8-figure traders into a program where we're doing maybe once or twice a month on the weekends. I don't care what it is, where we actually have kids online and we're showing them how to trade. The days of everyone going to college are not over, but they are a lot less than they used to be. People are understanding that they do not want to go to college immediately and assume debt and then get a degree that they will never see a job in. So we're going to provide other options for the children, right? This is the new wave. Kids enjoy gaming. They love being in front of computers and screens. So this is going to fit directly into what is a child's wheelhouse, preparing the generation of next millionaires. Now, this is the one. March to 100,000. I assure you that in the first 30 days of pre-launch, we will have more than 30 to 40,000 people in this program. I assure you of that. If we do not, someone please get me a large dose of antidepressants because I am going to be sick. because I know when I feel it in my gut, family, and I can see it before it happened, like I'm looking at a screen, I can see it like it's playing like a movie. I know what's going to happen. We are absolutely going to knock the ball off of the cover, or knock the cover off the ball on this one. It's going to happen. The timing is right. And I'm going to go a little old school hip hop for a lot of you guys. So for those who can't relate, that's fine. But does anybody remember Master P? I remember Master P? Okay, I see some hip hop heads waving their hands and nodding. Okay, so thank you. Now, Master P is quite possibly the worst rapper that hip hop has ever seen. Right? And he'll tell you he's not a good rapper at all. But what made P so popular? Timing and positioning. For us old hip hop heads, we know that Master P broke through at a time where there was a void in the industry. Tupac and Biggie had just been killed. There was nothing out there. Nothing out there. Remember, Snoop Dogg was on a hiatus. He had the bad contract with Death Row. He was running from Suge. There was nothing in the space. Master P filled a void. That's why he had the massive success that he did. We are filling a void right now, family. Someone please name me one hot or buzzing company that's new in network marketing. There is none. There's nothing, right? The IML still there, not as shiny as it used to be. Couple chinks in the armor, no big deal, right? Same thing with TLC. Kind of hot with some of the tea. Oh, we're gonna have tea in a minute too. Detox tea, CBD tea, and evolution. But that's another story. Again, so those are the things that are out there. Nothing new and shiny, nothing very attractive, just some things that are still kind of moping along, right? So Epic is going to be absolutely the newest and hottest thing in the network marketing industry, and especially in the Forex educational space. So when we talk about this march to 100,000, I assure you we will hit it. My goal to hit it is by the end of the year, and some of my leaders have told me that it will happen months before that. So again, they haven't lied to me yet, so why start lying to me now? So again, this march to 100,000 is real, family. Now, why do most companies fail? See, there's a good thing about being a startup, right? Because as a startup, you get a chance to get in early and you get in front of the wave. So you ride the wave and you help create the wave. You're not behind the wave, right? So that's a good thing about about any type of startup. What's the bad part of a startup? They're usually not capitalized the right way. They're usually a few things that they don't know. They usually have merchant issues and things of that nature, right? So again, we talk about these things right here. But now what have we done with evolution? We've already had these things happen, right? Those are already behind us. We're already in great place. We had a guy today when I was driving here to meet the leaders here. Another company calls, hey, listen, we got $3 million worth of processing for you. We give you 3 different merchant accounts for $3 million. They're chasing us for our business now because we've established ourselves in the space. So now, yes, Epic is a startup company that has all the benefits of it, right? Because you get to get in position early and create the wave and get in front of the launch. We don't have the negatives because of that, because of what evolution has done in the industry. So now, like they say, hey, evolution and Archer are gold. That's what they tell us. We're gold in their eyes. We stay well beneath the 1% in chargeback ratio. So again, we have all of the things that will keep us stable, and it's already done. We have our own programmers. Again, the website's done already. We have our own servers hosted the right way. We have, the different security protocols in process. So we don't have to worry about a lot of these things, guys. So when we talk about the Epic launch, all right, this is our launch strategy. Pre-launch campaign starts September 1. Our goal, 40,000 people to lock in their spot for $19.99. We'll have 4 live Zooms a day. You guys, if you remember the early days of evolution, how we were doing 3 Zooms a day, we were grinding. And my leaders right now will tell you that they are still living off of that revenue that they created in that first 30 days. True story, no hype. So that's what this is going to do. We're going to go live October 1st, and we're going to have an ambassador retreat in Mexico at the end of October that will be qualified by rank. Within the first 2 weeks of October, whoever hit that, they will be invited to an all-expenses paid trip to Mexico. I cannot wait to go down there, and I may not socially distance as much as I'm supposed to because I'm going to hug and we're going to celebrate. So I apologize in advance, guys, but again, it's going to be a big deal just like it always is because I don't know how to not do family, so we do family. Now, again, what we keep asking people, shouldn't you be first at least once in your life, right? We're asking that question. We want people to ask it to themselves. What's wrong with being first once? Put yourself first once. Again, Epic, exceptional people, incredible compensation. And I promise you, it's no joke. You guys are going to see me on meds if we do not get 40,000 people in 40 days. It's already done. I can already see it. So again, we can use the slide, lock in your spot. I want you guys to use this for marketing tools. Also, I want you to use that teaser video that was shared in the family page today. That's going to be a big deal. Let people know something big is coming. Now, this is what got me ultimately excited. Family. I don't like to say easy because I don't like to disrespect things, institutions, or people. But this is the easiest compensation plan I've ever seen. We know the sweet spot in network marketing is to get people to $500 a month because that changes their situation, right? Even when the housing market crashed, they said that the average person, if they had an extra $500 a month coming into their home, they wouldn't have lost their home. So I share that with you. How many people, by show of hand, or actually in the chat, if you currently have or have had 10 people or more on your evolution team, please type me in the chat box. See? Just me's after me's after me's, guys. So again, those me's would already be at $500 a month residual. That's the easiest thing I've ever seen, guys. And then when you start to go down this line a little bit more, and this is another sweet spot for me because of what we know. Most people that are goal consultant, it usually, we can do it with 42, but we usually hit it between 60 and 80. So where, we hit that spot here and we get our $1,200 a month or so, whatever it is. You look at it here at 75, that's $2,000 a month. Now, for those that don't know our pay in our current situation, in our pool, that's roughly about what the portion of the pool is. Then, of course, the leaders get more money added on based on their leadership bonus. But if you do pound for pound, ounce for ounce, we're talking about equivalent to the same pay for only 25% of the work. That's a big deal, guys. And so now when you start to get into these levels, and I know that there's people on this line that have these numbers, 250 people into your organization, $5,000 a month. That's a big deal, guys. And I don't know, for those on here who are really builders, who really understand compensation plans or have been around the block or 2 or 3 or 4 that know what comp plans look like, there's none out there like this, guys. 75 people in your organization, spillover counts, right? So again, and look at this column on the left, guys. You only have to have 3 personal sponsored people in your organization to qualify for every rank on this screen. So you mean to tell me right now, I can go and recruit a Derrick and Ayla, put them in leg 1, recruit a TQ, put them in leg 2, recruit a Blanche and put her in leg 3, and easily get to 250, 500 people in my organization and get $10,000 a month, and I've only had to recruit those 3 people? This is kind of a big deal, guys. And especially because your spillover counts. So maybe I didn't recruit Derrick and Ayla. Maybe Derrick and Ayla recruited me. We know their story. They talked to 26 people and got to work. Now, you can only have 3 people on your front line. So guess where those 26 people had to fall, or the 23 of the 26? Somewhere, right? So what if you took care or took advantage of first movers advantage, and Derrick and Ayla talked to you about this deal? It's like, man, listen, I don't know nothing about trading. I don't even know what you talk, matrix spillover. I don't know what none of it is, but it's only $19.99 to get started, so I'm going to trust you. So how about that happens? How about your vision isn't ready, but you borrowed Derrick and Ayla's belief, and you got started, and you were in one of those top seats, what I call $1 million seats. Or what if you're on the second line, you're in the $500,000 seats, third line, the $250,000 seats. Either way, you're okay. But again, I ask you, only 3 people can go on their front line. So where did the other 23 go? They had to go somewhere, right? They had to go somewhere. So imagine you get Robin and you get TQ and you get some leaders to fall in your organization. What if TQ falls in your number 1 spot? You haven't done anything, but you said, Derrick and I'm gonna hitch my wagon to yours, and whatever happens, happens, but I'm riding with you. And TQ falls in your first spot. How about Andrea falls in your first spot, and she's personally recruited 140 people in Evolution? Where do those 140 people go? In your downline. You knew none of them, and you did not sponsor any of them. Spillover is real. Will it happen for everyone? No. Should you expect it? No. But it can change your life. We're partnered back up with the young lady who, you guys may have heard me say this earlier. Her name is Joy Holly. Her aunt's name is Lori Carter. In our first travel company in Vacation, I spilled into their lineage, which means that Derrick and Ayla and the rest of the leaders on this line spilled into their lineage. She earned $4,000 a month, and I didn't know her, and she didn't know me. She knew me because she could look down in her back office and see me there. But the spillover was real when I spilled, guys. So when you get a leader that spills over in there, the spillover is real. Again, as a leader, I don't want it. I feel disrespected if I get it, because if I get it, that only means to me that I'm not moving fast enough. So I don't want anybody to spill over. I don't want it, but I'm going to create it, I assure you. So again, that's just my posture. Doesn't mean to offend anyone. I just, as a leader, I'm going to go and create the spillover, not going to receive it. So, and I say that because I'm going to get moving as soon as I have a link, right? So you're not going to have time to catch me. As soon as I have a link, I'm putting people in. My link will not be vacant for more than 30 seconds. I'm giving it to someone as soon as I get it. I'm giving it to hundreds of someones as soon as I get it. So I'm not going to get spillover, but I can help you create some. So again, guys, if you look at this deal, it's a big deal. And I use Charles and Nikki Lee on the family webinar that we just did, right? Because they're over 4,000 in their organization. So again, look at this number 2,500, and all of my leaders build multiple positions because I show them how to structure. So look at 2,500 at 50,000. With 4,000 in the organization, they would also override these other two positions, 1,500. So again, for 4,000, now they eat handsomely here. They get 5 figures every payday. But imagine over here what it would look like. All things being equal, the exact same organization, they would be at $80,000 a month. Now they're not missing a meal right now, but they're not at 80,000, right? So again, 6 times that number. Right, so again, it's a big deal, guys. So, when we start talking about this down here, this epic, guess who's gonna hit that? Hello, that's me. Hello. I assure you that I hit that. There's also somebody else who's gonna hit that. There's a gentleman who is coming over, and he has a massive team. He's a supreme builder. He does a lot of online funnels and things of that nature, and he's going to hit that. And quite honestly, he will probably hit it before me. It's real, and even if I hit it before him, he'll always get the title of number one income earner, just like we do right now. Like, I'm the number one income earner in Evolution, but I don't say that because I should be, because I said at the top of the deal, so I don't take that recognition. But yeah, this is real. $1 million a month, and you only had to personally sponsor 3. And so again, don't look at this number, right? Don't look at the big number. The million might be too overwhelming. I don't want you to look at that one. I want you to look in these sweet spots. I want you to help multiple people get $500 a month. Help multiple people get $1,000 a month. By that, you'll start to help people get $2,000 a month and $5,000 a month. And then you'll find yourself at an income level that you may never thought you would have received. $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month. You're trying to tell me with a compensation plan this sweet, with the level of influence that a lot of you guys have on this line, you can't get to 10 and 20,000? That's going to be a joke, guys. If we plugged everything in right now and flip the switch, Derrick and Ayla are already at 10,000. They won. So, I mean, when I'm talking to my leaders, I'm talking about, what are we really talking about here? We're talking about, for a $20 bill, to get in position at the top of a deal where you get 30 days to structure your organization before we even charge the cards for the $99? Knock it off. It's laughable. It's a joke. It's really like we're cheating. But again, we hold the keys so we can cheat. This is our vehicle. If we want to cheat, we can cheat. Imagine for 30 days, and I'm going to call out TQ because I know he's got a big organization. TQ, knowing what you know now about your organization, who's the runners, who's a little bit slower, who are the urgents, who can help train, knowing what you know about your organization right now, if you had a redo and you could restructure your organization into this thing right now and place it for maximum effect for you and for your partners, that's a do-over, guys. Leaders across the industry always wish that we could do over because now we know what our organization is. When we first built it, moving parts go, and certain people we thought would do something didn't do crap, some we thought wouldn't do anything, are absolute runners. We don't know. But now that we know, imagine getting in position to be able to paint that vision for your organization. You get 30 full days to structure a $1 million deal for $19.99. That's a big deal, family. And now, watch this. On October 1st, we flipped the switch, and now the $99 are charged, which is your scholarship fee, right? Your $99 are charged. It's going to be the only time in network marketing history where everyone in the company is qualified at the same time. How big is that? That's never happened before. And unless they copy us, it'll never happen again. You will never see a time in network, listen to what I'm saying, family, in network marketing where everyone in the company is qualified at the same time. Why do people miss bonuses in network marketing? Because everyone's not qualified at the same time. Right? So now there's no run around checking on your downline, popping your hoods. Hey, what's under there? Hey, did you pay yet? Oh, you know what? Don't miss this bonus. You don't have to do any babysitting. So if you don't have to do any babysitting, what does that allow you to do? Get to building. That check's going to be there. Everybody was paid at the same time, right? So now what else does that do? What do we know happens in network marketing? The faster you get people paid, the longer they stay. It's an absolute fact, right? So now what also do we know? We know that we're going to have people that are going to hit this rank, these ranks in here, almost from day one, because technically it's not day one. Your butt had 30 days to structure it, right? So it sounds like day one, but guess what? It really ain't day one. But we're going to tell the whole world you did it on day one. Is that okay? So again, it just makes sense, guys. We can't miss this one. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you can make a list of 10 people and you can show them how to make a list of 10 people, and you can say, hey, listen, 10 people in your business get you $500 residually in a real business where you have an actual high level training curriculum in place already. Come on, family. I don't know how you guys shouldn't be able to go to sleep. We have people right now, probably in this webinar, and definitely some that we know that are doing those susus and blessing boards and gift trees and all that pyramid crap they want to do. And all the reason that they're doing is recruit people because they're excited. They're going to tell 8 people to get involved, and in 8 days, or once everybody pays their $100 or $200, whatever it is, they get in the middle of the board and they get $800. They run the pyramid. So how can you not get excited about almost the same type of qualification, but you have people that really have a tool now that they can use? Let me find somebody who's on a susu board or a gifting board or a blessing tree, I don't care what they call it, that's not in this deal. Shame on you. You want to put your people in something where you can't guarantee they're going to get paid. Somebody for sure is eventually going to get left out because it's a pyramid. So I don't know how you don't see this and get super excited about being able to help people, put them in a situation where now they have real live training from multiple 7-figure earners and people who do this for a living. It's a no-brainer. So that's why I got involved. Now, again, some people are visual, they need to see it. This is what it's going to look like. And this is what you should do on your own paper, on your whiteboard, on your wall. I don't care, on your garage door. I don't care where you put it. You need to be able to see your future. You need to be able to have this tree, have your name locked in, and start making this list of where you see everyone. And I'm going to show you how powerful this is, guys, because if I take this list of TQ, I don't care if TQ is on the fence or not. If I take this list and I have it all the way filled out with the names of my people, and TQ is in spot 2, and now TQ looks down and he's got someone here, 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 he's got someone here. What do you think TQ is going to say when I say, man, put your card in the system? He's going to break the enter button on his keyboard, pushing it. He's going to be moving that fast to get in. He's leveraged. He can't say no. Guys, so you guys that know that you have people lined up, structure your thing out. You know, and again, it's all about leverage. And a lot of you guys may not understand what a holding tank is. We're going to have a holding tank in this deal. So when someone signs up with you and your holding tank is activated, you have 24 hours to place that person wherever you want in your organization. If you don't do it, or you don't have your activation on for your holding tank, they'll just fall into the next available spot. Holding tanks are big because, again, just like I showed you how I could leverage TQ on that same spot. If Blanche is on the fence, Blanche said, well, David, you know, I kind of like this, but I got some stuff going on. Me and Jesse about to go on a cruise whenever they open back up. And, you know, I just moved to Georgia, so we got a lot going on right now, so I'm not sure that I'm ready. I know how to recruit. I know how to leverage. I go to work immediately. I tell 10 people I need them to get involved in this business right now. I put them all in my holding tank, and I call Blanche, or I FaceTime Blanche. I say, listen, I got 10 fired up people that's ready to go right now. I'm going to put them on your first leg. Are you in or you out? Guess what she's going to do? Break that same button that TQ broke, pushing enter, trying to get her card in the system. Deal's too easy, guys. Too many different ways to leverage. So, and I know that may be advanced for a lot of you, but it's not advanced for your leaders. Reach out to your leadership. Get involved with D and Ayla. Get involved with TQ. Get involved with Blanche. Get involved with people who have that network marketing experience. Get involved with the twins. They know how to build, right? Get involved with people who understand how to leverage certain things in certain situations. There's not a person on the planet. I don't care. You can be the biggest skeptic in the world. If you let me put the sheet in front of you, you cannot say no to me. For $19.99, man, knock it off. No way. Deal's too sweet, guys. And so again, get some of that verbiage, get some of that language, get some of that posture from your leaders, and let them show you how to build this thing massively, because it's here. This is our turn again. We've already had turns. This is another turn. We're going to keep getting turns because we're going to keep creating the turns. And so this is PDF forum, guys. This is just the video that Derrick and I already showed you. You know, and we close again with, shouldn't you be first at least once? That's all. It's not hard. It's not hard. There's no one on this line that should even be contemplating, are they getting involved in that? For $19.99? Are you kidding me? Get involved for $19.99. Look at the curriculum, see if you like it. When it's time to go live, say, oh, it wasn't for me. You're still cool. You're still fine. We still love you. But it's just too easy. You can't miss this one. All right, family. I appreciate, my leaders for having me on with their leaders. That's always a pleasure. I always love and, have a super, super connection with Platinum Dynasty. That's just what it is. And so, I thank you guys for having me on here, and I hope that I brought some type of value or some type of clarity. Maybe you see something that you didn't see at first, or you have a level of understanding that you didn't have at first. But again, this is one that you can't miss. Figure this one out on the move. Don't figure this one out from the side. So, Derrick and Ayla, back to you.
Absolutely. And, we are going to transition into Epic Dynasty because, we already have that platform. I want to thank you. Everybody, please clap it up. David, I know we don't want to run over because you do have another meeting in about a couple minutes, but do you have time for maybe a couple questions real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. All the time for the fam. Fire away.
Okay, absolutely. So I know some of you on the team had some questions. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. You guys type it in the chat box, or you can go ahead and raise your hand. We're going to get some of these questions answered now. So if you do have any questions, all the questions you guys were asking me earlier, please jump on right now into the chat box or raise your hand so we can get these questions answered now. Someone said, I'm ready to sign up. Can I sign up 5 times? That's
Okay, we have a question. Who has their hand raised? If you could unmute them, maybe?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Katina Davis McCoy. Let me go ahead and unmute you, Katina. You have the floor. You can go ahead and ask your question, Katina.
Hello, everyone. My question is, what does volume mean?
Oh, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. And I kind of was moving so fast that I did not touch on that. Let me scroll back. And that's very, very good. And that, Katina, that's going to be like one of those ones that if I call you and I say, hey, bring me 6 donuts from Krispy Kreme, and if Derrick and Ayla call you and say, hey, bring me a half a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme, you're going to bring the same 6 donuts, right? It's just different verbiage, right? So hopefully that makes sense. So now if you look at, so let's take the first main position. Let's take Founder 500. Y'all like that title, Founder 500? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's take Founder 500. Okay, so 3 personal team members, right? 3 total team members, and then the volume requirements in points, 3,000. Now, the reason that this is important, because later on, we may add something, right? Say we add a different product, right? Because there's a lot of different trading products. So maybe just say a bot. Maybe we get a bot that can trade, and we want to put that into the marketplace. You guys say, you know what? I'm not always by my by my phone, or sometimes at work I can't get to my phone to get my trades out. So the bot can basically run everything for me. Okay, so now we put the bot in the back office for $25, right? See, these volume requirements will always reflect the total team members. But legally, and again, we've got some major network marketing attorneys now because we want this thing to be absolutely huge. So legally, the powers that be don't like you to count people for rank ups, right? So now, what does the scholarship cost? $99 a month, right? So $99.99. So let's do the math. Let's call each scholarship that's in the system 100 points. So what do we have here? 30 times 100 equals 3,000. right? Same thing at 10. 10 times 100 equals 1,000, right? So again, there's no difference. It's just we're going to call it 6 donuts as opposed to half a dozen donuts, right? So it's exactly the same thing. So now, say what happens is, and maybe this will help some rank up faster. So maybe, right, we know Tiffany Grice is a grinder. She's a runner. So say Tiff is grinding and Tiff is at, we'll small spot. We'll call it 9, So say she's at 9 partners. But now we have the bot in the system. The bot is $25. So it's going to be 25 points. So say she has 4 members on her team that have the bot. So now, even though Tiff didn't have 10 members, she had 9, but the total amount of points versus sales still add up to 1,000. Does that make sense? So I hope I didn't lose you guys with that example. So basically, this number is the same as this number. Now, again, if we ever add other products, then they'll have volume requirements or volume points allowed to them or allotted to them. And so they go toward the overall thing. So now you'll be able to rank up without having as many people if they have certain products that we have in the back office. And when I say products, I don't mean like juices and berries and all that kind of stuff, guys. I mean like tangible products that people use, software things that they use for their trading. So I hope that answered that, Katina. I hope I didn't confuse you more.
Awesome. Thank you for that question. That was a great question. We have Andrea. Go ahead, Andrea.
Hey, founder. Thanks for this amazing opportunity. I have my 16-year-old goddaughter on the line. She's watching now. What advice would you give someone who's 16 and has this amazing deal opportunity? Tell her what, give her some advice on what she can do with the possibilities of this.
I would say, like I say to all, young people and even, older people, if they listen, I just had one of my mentees, she just went off to school to Arizona State, and she's going to get involved in this program. Position yourself in the world in such a way that you never need anyone or anything to take care of you. I think that's the biggest thing that I could tell a young person. Never allow someone else to be in charge of your future or your destiny. Because I don't care how good the company, especially when we start talking about corporate America, right? They're laying off people left and right. Big time stores are closed. I know CEO bonuses are going away, but those stores are closing, things of that nature are happening. So again, if you can have a skill set that most people don't have, or even if that other people do have, you can be independent of the system, of the matrix, of the components that dictate things in the world. Learn that, do that, and become that. I would like to see as many young people get involved with this as I do see them, trying to get a sports contract, a music contract, things of that nature, because we know only 1% of the 1% of the 1% get in. You taking off, Ryan? Oh, come in here real quick, bro. I'm on a webinar. No worries. Got to give my brother some love. This is one of our traders and our trainers. This is Ryan DeFreitas. He's on his way out. He's been here with us all weekend. So he's doing a small team training for some of the leaders, bro. So just say hello. They'll get you to see your face soon.
You're going to get used to it. I can't wait to work with all you guys. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I can't contain it, but I love you guys. I got to go. I promise you can see a lot more of me.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Knowing David, your flight's probably in 30 minutes.
You already know.
I know it.
Take care.
All right, bro. I'll see you soon.
You gotta run.
Yeah, I know that look.
Hey, Ryan's been grinding. Oh, Tiffany Grice says, hey, she said you guys have been friends on Facebook for years. Yeah, absolutely. So, Ryan's a grinder. He's been here with us with all the VIP meetings, and he's coaching up. He just left from coaching up Katira and Tony Ward right now on training and showing them different, strategies that he uses in the market. So, again, guys, we've got a star-studded lineup. I like to see it. A lot of young people. It's really the new movement, guys. And so, again, speaking to the young people, find you a skill set that you can do and master and eat no matter what else is going on in the economy, right? And I say that specifically because if you look at the times that we're in right now, how do we start the video? In uncertain times, right? That's where we are right now. We don't know what's next. We don't know what's getting cut next. We don't know. I never thought that you would see the Las Vegas Strip shut down. Come on, man. Seriously? I never thought that we would be in a world that didn't have sports, right? So, again, nothing is for sure right now. But certain skill sets will stand the test of time. What's been going on every day with this pandemic? Have they shut the Forex markets down? Absolutely not. That's how the banks move their money around. So again, if you can find a way to learn a skill set, especially like this, and knowing that you can master that skill set and make money for your family, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's what I would say to young people. So if you have someone sitting next to you Allow them to take it seriously. I mean, I know you're going to take care of her and get her positioned in the deal. So now not only is she going to be able to get to trade and learn that skill set, she's going to be with a master recruiter. So again, it just makes sense. It makes sense. And again, you don't have to know it all right out of the gate, but none of us knew anything right out of the gate. We went to school. We didn't learn anything. I mean, we didn't know anything before we went and before we started learning. I didn't know this industry, right? So and look where we sit now. Not just one, but two network marketing companies. So again, it's definitely worth the look.
Awesome. Okay, we'll run through these questions.
That's great advice.
That's good advice for even adults.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shoot.
Absolutely.
Really. So really.
Okay,
we have just less than 4 minutes to finish up. So we're gonna run through these questions really quick, Founder. I hope you don't mind.
No worries. Let's go.
If you just want to answer some of them from Cheryl, how do we sign up 4 times?
4 times. What we're allowing everyone to do, Cheryl, is when we talked about this, and Derrick and I will tell you, we talked about you in the FC thread. Because I know people that know how to get the numbers in the system and that really go. And I said that we'll see people like Cheryl and Andrea who are doing well over in Evo, but they're going to absolutely crush it over here because they know how to put people in the system. So again, 2 for personal, so 2 per social security number, and then 2 per EIN. So if you had, say, your social, then you had 2 businesses, then you could do 4. I'm sorry, your social will do 2 and 1 EIN will do 2. So you can have your social and 1 business, and that's how you would get to 4.
Perfect. We got one from Carol. If I bring in people in September, will they be at $19.99 as well?
Absolutely. And that's why we're saying, let's structure it out, man. Like Derrick and I will tell you, like they're still living off of the $30 deal, from month 1 in evolution. Month 1, we did 3,000 people. They're still living off of that. So absolutely. Let's flood the system with the $19.99, get people in position. Share the value about that. We know what it is when it goes regular. It's $99 plus the IBO fee. So let's get involved for $19.99. Let's poke around in the back office. Let's make sure we like it. Let's do all of those things while there's a discount. Get involved. Yes, so definitely $19.99 for everyone during the month of September.
Awesome. This is from Heidi. Can my teenagers sign up for this to learn and earn?
Yes. Now, again, there technically has to be a requirement for 18. You have to be 18 years old to get involved. But once you're in the system, of course, they can go through the curriculum and learn. And once you open up your your trading account, yes, they can take some of that skill set and work it there. And a lot of parents do that because technically, to get involved in network marketing, you have to be 18. But once you're getting involved, they can go through the curriculum with you.
Okay, so from Ines, what is the tax implication?
It's the same as any type of earning. So again, if you make a certain amount and you have to do a certain amount, you have to claim a certain amount. It's just what it is. So it's just be like any other level of income.
And then Jen is asking, is there an age requirement?
Just that you have to be 18 in order to enroll, in the system at all. But again, after you do that, then of course, just like right now, we have leaders who have their children helping and being assistants with the travel piece, right? So they get involved into the system to go through the models themselves and learn what they're learning. So technically you have to be 18, but you can help them as we go through.
Awesome. And then Carmen asks how many times we can sign up, and that's 4. And then
Yes.
TQ asks, how do we handle SEC rules?
Yeah, and that's good. And Ryan just left. Ryan's like 2 weeks away from having a Series 3 license. Ryan's a beast, guys. So the SEC stuff, again, we're just an educational platform. So we're not trading out of our back office, which, we don't have to worry about that. So, that they don't, we don't get that kind of look. So again, anyone that trades will not trade in their back office. They'll have to establish whatever type of account they have. I have MetaTrader 4. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the app looks like, we'll have tutorials on how to do all of these as well. So, that's the MetaTrader 4 app. And then you can just put it in any Apple, the Apple Store or, I don't know what you guys call that Droid stuff. I don't know, but I know the App Store. If you want to go to the App Store, look around.
I'm so glad we don't have to change our phones to Droids. I'm not nothing against Droids, but I'm just saying I know for the Forex we need an HP. So
absolutely.
We got Rosalind says Zoom presentation available explaining the comp plan. Yes, we will.
Yeah.
We have this actually recorded, so we'll probably be able to put this up and send it out.
And then Tamara's asking the $99 is a one-time charge.
Yes, that $19.99 is. Now, again, once we go to regular scheduled programs, like I like to say, there's a $99 scholarship charge, and then there's a $24 charge for your IBO. But this is how it's working for us, family, because we always want to be in compliance. We want to make sure that we have more customers than reps, just trying to, build a business. The requirement is this: when you get involved, you don't upgrade to IBO until after you have your 3 scholars, right? So again, if we look at the deal, boom, 3 scholars, your business is free. So technically, knowing that that's the actual factual, we don't necessarily even have to upgrade to IBO until what? Until we get to 10, right? So let's ride out there free as long as we can. You know, to make sense. Now, again, once you get that 10, you better get on it because you want to be active at that position so that you can reap those financial rewards. So again, there's different ways to do it. But again, because we do it this way, we'll always have more scholars in the deal than we will have actual IBOs in the deal.
Okay, thank you. And then Michael Robles asked, if one of the 3 in the front line quits, does the matrix compress to fill the void?
We have remember our old thing did it where Chris, you know, every so often does a progression. But check this out, Mike. When so say if your first person gets out, which they never should, because you should have power in your first 3. Like, so my first 3 wouldn't be, you know, cousin Ray or Uncle Bubba. Mine's gonna be somebody who's trying to build this empire. So I would think that I would never worry about one of my first 3 legs quitting, and I'm gonna build so much that they would be absolutely crazy to do that. But with that aside, so if you have 3 on your front line, 1 quits. So now you only have 2 persons. So when you sponsor someone else, that third person, eventually it will compress, but that third person may fall down under your second leg somewhere, but it's still your personal. So even though it's not on your front line, it's still okay. And remember, guys, when you look at these ranks, what's one thing that you don't see? You don't see having to create other leaders in this situation, right? So think about all of our gold consultants. What do you have to do to become gold? You had to get your 15 personal sponsors. We recommend 18, right? Because we say we never get on the road without a spare tire. So we want to have cushion. So we recommend 18, but you had to at least have 15. And then what had to happen? You have to have 3 legs of leadership somewhere, right? So you had to create 3 leaders and make them silver in the lineage somewhere. You don't have that here, right? So it's simply a situation where just volume drives in that leg. So whether that top spot, you know, that person's gone or not, it doesn't affect the volume in that leg. Does that make sense? I hope so. I hope I didn't confuse there. So again, that leg's going to drive and have the same leg count it does whether that person in the top position is still there or not.
Michael, you could raise your hand too, so then I can unmute you. Amber, can you repeat your question? Because that doesn't make sense as far as like explanation part. We have another one for Cheryl. Is there a video with info that we can show others, like a travel party?
Yes, we will have that. Currently, we don't. We will have that available, though, by the time we start pre-launch, because at that point, just massive exposure.
Right. Same thing as Carmen. Are there any flyers or marketing materials to start posting? I have that for you, Carmen. How much is IBO from Katina? IBO is $24.
Yes.
$24.99. And then
correct.
Andrea has one. How does Ron feel about this? He's excited.
Oh, how does Ron feel about this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know Ron's excited. He has to be excited.
Ron's always excited again, but this doesn't bother Ron's lane, you know. And actually, one of the leaders today told me somebody asked that, and I thought that was kind of an odd question, but yeah, I guess it's worth mentioning. I mean, he's okay. I mean, why wouldn't he be?
Right. Felicia asked if you could say that app again, founder.
If I can, oh yeah.
The app on your phone.
Oh, it's MetaTrader 4.
MetaTrader 4.
Yeah. So it looks like 3 people locking hands with the number 4 in the middle. One guy's yellow, one guy's green, one guy's blue.
Cheryl says Android rocks. Nothing wrong with Cheryl, but the Android, yeah. Okay. Anthony Hampton said.
I promise you, once you guys go to iPhones, you're automatically going to rank up. It's just a different internet.
Anthony Hampton says, does this include Forex training, how to trade in the market? I have my virtual wallet. How does this differ from other than the Epic compensation?
Well, you know, again, just because a program, it's almost like, okay, so if you go to UCLA or you go to USC, right, both same colleges in California, but curriculum is going to be different. Professors going to be different, right? So again, it's about what you prefer. Again, ours, not just that our compensation plan is the most aggressive. I mean, we're cheaper. And I don't like to use the word cheap. So we're less expensive, if that makes sense. So if you look at deals like I Am Academy, you know, that have been around, you know, for a while, that are doing very, very well. I mean, those, you know, that's I think $200 some odd dollars in there. It's like $200 a month or something like that. So again, you know, we're conscious of that in itself. So again, if you're going to pay $200 a month, come over here, pay $100 and put that other $100 in your trading account, and let's get to work.
Awesome. All right, a couple more, family, and that's it. This is from Carmen, can members that only have ITIN numbers participate?
Yes, yes.
What is, I don't even know what an ITIN number is.
It's a 10, it's a tax ID number. It's like, usually it's international based is when they have a 10.
Okay, awesome. Amber said that founder already answered it. Monique says, so is it $24 IBO and $99 for the education monthly?
Correct. But again, you know, we're going to run programs like we do here at Evolution, and that's why it's so important to rank up, you know, statistically in your first 30 days, because we want to, you know, when we run the cards for that 99 payment on October 1st, and we're going to make the first payment, you know, same thing as like now, the week closes on Sunday, we're going to make that first payment on the 9th of October. Like at that point, no one should ever have a bill again. Right. So let's get to that 500 mark immediately, so we can just, you know, have that held in your back office, and then you take your, you know, your $300, $400 in profit, and then we keep moving.
This is the last question. Right?
Let me see. Charles said, if you come in now, who do you come under? Charles, we will talk with you. We are going to put our phone number in the chat box. You guys all please save this number, okay? Save this number. Ooh, that was private. Let me go put this in here. I want you guys all to save this number. Everyone that was on this webinar, you guys will be put on a list, okay? And of course, the person that invited you, once we get our link for founder, we will
send out our links to our directs who we're sponsoring directly, and then once whoever got you or invited you into this business, once they get their link, they'll send to you. So the main thing right now is to lock in your spot. That's the main thing, is you need to lock in your spot, because like founder said, there's going to be a minimum of 40,000 coming in that first 40 days. So we need to all lock in our spot. So get with the person who invited you, get with the person who you were with in Evo. If you don't know where to go, get with us. We will find you where to lock you in. We are gathering numbers. We're gathering names. We got the list going. So that is the main thing, is you guys definitely want to make sure you are locked in.
Founder, you're sharing your screen.
September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was flipping through some, letting them see the back office.
Okay.
Awesome. Ooh, you guys are getting a real treat.
I know. We haven't even been able to see this
This is a real treat, you guys. See, this is what happens when you stay the whole time. You get a sneak peek of the back office. What else can you show us?
That's all I got, Queen. That's all I got.
You better lock your computer when you go to sleep. Derrick's going to be awesome.
I am, after this, I get off. I got another webinar with the Philippines in about 15 minutes. So, family, we got to log off here.
Yes.
Then I got to pack my bags and go to Mr. McCovey's house so I can be in all of the just energy. I need to feel the energy. If you guys didn't feel any type of energy through this webinar, I'm going to send you the recording and you need to rewatch it again because we are absolutely excited. Again, the work that you put in within these next 30 days, family, is going to absolutely set you up for the next 5, 10, 15 years. And how do I know that? Because you guys can see this little crazy girl right here. Because of the first project that we launched, we took it very seriously in the first 30 days. And we are still, right now, we just got paid residuals recently. We are getting a residual check for the work that we put in back in January 3rd of 2016. Right now, we have a whole do-over, just like Mr. David McCovey said. So if you are serious about this business, you will get your list ready. The ones that are very aggressive, you're going to have a 50 to 100. But even if you don't have that many people on the list, it's okay. 10 people.
Yes.
Have those 10 people get 10 people, and then from there, we can help a lot of people make $500. That right there, like David said, is going to be the sweet spot. That is a testimony in itself. A lot of families can really benefit off of just an additional $500 coming into their bank account, into their household. So again, thank you so much, Ayla.
Thank you, founder. We love you. Thank you for always casting out that vision that you are blessed with seeing from God. Thank you for always taking action on it and changing so many people's lives. And I, from the bottom of my heart, I get emotional because I don't have to worry about who's going to watch my daughter.
That's right.
Because of what you put together, because he can be a stay-at-home dad.
That's right.
So thank you. We love you. Everyone on the line, don't miss this boat. Do not miss this boat. It is time. It is your time. And you are definitely at the right place and at the right time. And we cannot wait to see everyone win and everyone get paid.
And the ark is being built. Don't get left out on this ark.
Right. Don't miss it. Don't miss this. This is the good boat. Don't miss this boat.
Don't miss it.
I love you guys. I appreciate you, D Queen. You know what you mean to me. The rest of the leaders in Platinum Dynasty TQ, I see you, bro. Much blessings and love to you and your family. So family, again, don't miss this one. You know, I know we got to overthink some things sometimes, but don't do it on this one. Get with your leadership. Find out how to get yourself structured and in position. Again, $19.99 to kick your tires on something that's going to be the next big thing in network marketing. It's worth it. So again, family, good night. I love you all. I appreciate you and thank you.
All right, y'all. Save the number, 510-996-2170. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
Good night. You say bye?
Say bye-bye.
Kiss.
Bye-bye.
She's nervous.
Tired. All right, y'all. We love y'all.
Good night.
We'll see you guys soon. Take care. Have a great night.